32 degrees in Cincinnati. Gentlemen, let's think about making a video for this trip. What do you think?
A montage, driving. And then a montage of the plane.
Florida! 59, 59, 59. Where the hell's 59? Alright guys, we're on the ground in Florida. What do you think?
Good.
Looks like summer.
Where we are now, it's like grassy, but like to the right, it looks like a jungle slash like swamp.
Alright, been driving the Malibu for about 1.5 miles, and holy cow, it's a piece of shit. I think they only make these so car rental places have something to give people that don't want to shell out bucks for the SUVs. Alright, I've been in Florida for 10 minutes. There was a lot of driving we had to do today. We left Orlando, headed straight down the coast all the way to Melbourne Beach, where we stopped for dinner, and that was our first chance to check out the ocean. Alright, say something clever. Good first day so far?
Yeah.
Sand on the Beach restaurant. We tried the sand in the beach, now we're having up with some food. Emma went fish and chips. Oscar, how's that? With the mahi wrap and the
Lobster.
The sun went down, but the day wasn't over. We still had to drive all the way down to Miami, all the way to the west side for our hotel. Along the way, we took turns reading the Florida Man headlines we found on the internet.
Florida man gets mauled by a leopard after paying $150 for a full contact experience at a backyard zoo.
Just shy of midnight. Finally found our hotel.
Day 2.
Where are we?
We're in a hotel.
We're enjoying listening to the guys behind us speak some things Russian. It's pretty cool.
Little hotel of spreadies. This key's covered in syrup. I don't know if this is mine. So right now we're on gator watch. So far Oscar has seen one. Nobody else has one yet. Shocked how flat it just goes and goes and goes.
Who named it the Everglades? Sounds like right there.
Yo, that's so cool! Yo, I love him! I just see
Put it over there. Halfway through the tram ride, you get off and you take a little hike to check out the fire tower. When you make your way up to the long spiral ramp, you get to the top of the lookout tower. This gives you a breathtaking 360-degree view of the park. American male. Well, don't run. It's cut soft.
I learned that they open their mouth to cool off their heads and brains.
It is about noon and we are leaving Shark Valley. So we are not sitting in any of this.
I feel like that was a great experience. We saw a lot, we learned a lot, and now we're gonna get to do a different vantage point.
All right, lunch was at the Coopertown restaurant.
It was a fun hole in the wall sort of place.
Cheers. Good job, boys.
We ate little gator bites.
That was my favorite thing of the platter.
Tasted like kind of like the in-between of like chicken and fish. Couple frog legs. They kind of tasted like chicken, but it was like super hard.
I felt like they were like tangy.
Yeah, legs were tight and tangy.
It's a chicken, a catfish. I like the gator bites the best.
And now it's time for the fan boat ride. No way we're leaving Florida without this.
I think that was an amazing experience. It was really cool to just sort of float over all of the grasses and stuff. It was not at all what I expected. I pictured it more like a swamp rather than like a lake with greenery.
I kind of thought that those grass parts, that there would be like a bunch of land under it. So it was kind of just like driving on nothing.
Yep,
Where's his mouth?
keep them all bright.
Ah.
Like you're gonna eat this and you put them.
They're still very young. These become one of the larger turtles we end up having here. So right now their shells are kind of roundish. Snapping turtles you'll find down here in the Everglades. You notice they don't have any teeth, so the jawline's already sharp. Now, on the other hand, just slide it under his belly, just like that.
Oh, it's slimy.
They are nocturnal, so they do most of their hunting and moving around at nighttime.
Oh really?
During the daytime, it's all about conserving energy.
We went so fast on that boat that my glasses were being pressed into my face. It was like on a really fast roller coaster where you're trying to like gasp for breath.
That was a blast. I like the whole, like, he had us skimming sideways at some point in time. That was kind of fun. I'm shocked there's no seatbelts, but maybe it's a boat. If you get tossed, you don't want to be underneath.
It's dinner time and we were on the hunt for a good Cubano. We made our way to one of the several Cuban guys' sandwich shops in the area. We all tried something new and it was a blast. As we cruised through Coral Gables, it was time to check out University of Miami. Here we are on campus. Go Canes! This place was gorgeous. The architecture was wonderful. Plenty of trees lining the streets. Scenery was not that bad, even for spring break. And I tell you what, I could see why a lot of Midwesterners like going down there to get to learn on. Either way, gorgeous facility, wonderful campus, and I think we got the U Canes. Go Canes! Oh, the U. Are we doing this right? We woke up to get a little standard continental breakfast. The boys really made a killing on the Nutella packets all week. Oscar making himself a sandwich. Standard idiot check by Mike D. Laundry on site. Let's get out and enjoy our day. Along the side of the road, they had palm tree nurseries. Kind of reminded me of all the Christmas tree farms you see in the Midwest.
We just passed the panther crossing zone.
Did you know panthers were this part of the world?
I kind of did.
After we got into the park, there was another 30-minute drive all the way down to the ocean to check out the Flamingo Visitor Center.
This all looks like prairie, but it said that yesterday.
I know. Could be grass.
And then there's this guy. We found a crab in the middle of the road. But unlike the turtle, he did not want help. He was fine on his own.
Anything cool out there? You didn't do what I think you just did you? Did you look at the sun? This is Emmett. Quick, what'd you learn today?
Don't look at the sun with really good binoculars.
Yeah. All right, this is really cool. I found a map of the area, of the Florida Bay area, but it's like a tactile map. So they use dots and different textures and stripes so you can feel what it would look like if you're like visually impaired. So the stripy part is up in the wetlands, and the water in the mangroves feels completely different than the open water. Wow! Just on the other side of the visitor center is the harbor. They offer boat tours of the ocean and the inland areas to see the manatees. We did not get tickets, but don't worry, the manatee show came right to us. There was a pod, an aggregation of manatees hanging out right here in the harbor, and it was great to watch all the visitors come over and hang out on the dock and just watch them. We found a couple babies that were drinking water from what looks like the runoff drain from the parking lot. All right, and here's the mangroves. So look at that, like these got these bright, gorgeous plumage, and then down there, like those thick roots that are all like above the water. So you do a mangrove tour where this is like on both sides, you cruising through on the boat. All right, here's more odd things that Mike is noticing. Right on the edge of the ocean. Here we are in Florida, but check out the grass. It's like really fine little short blades. And look at this. When I push on it, it's so spongy. When you walk on it, it feels like I'm on like a super nice golf course. Wow! How are the boys holding up?
They're tolerating us and our exploration.
What's so funny?
Oscar, what do you think the sea foam's made of?
So at the edge of the flamingo area, no flamingos by the way. There's all these great little cottages you could rent, but they're all raised up on stilts. Kate, why do you think that's a fun idea to make those out of shipping containers?
Because they can build and outfit the entire thing and then just plop it in place without driving workers an hour and a half each way.
We took a little hike to explore the shoreline, which looks a lot different from any other beach we've been to. And we got to try something new with lunch today. This is conch chowder.
So it's like vegetable soup but with conch inside instead of like beef. Every tomato that I've had in Florida has tasted like it's fresh out of someone's backyard garden. It's really good.
This is our life. We have one that doesn't want to get out of the car, and this one that doesn't trust this one because he is full at the restaurant. But can't stop eating his food. Oh, and he can't hear me either. I like this. We eventually got the kids out of the car, did a quick hike.
Awesome.
Saw at least one more croc, and checked out a hammock. And it has a natural body of water surrounding it. So this is the mahogany hammock trail. So we all tried to get into this Chevy Malibu, but guess what? The map, the coffee cup, not our car. Clearly they're renters because no one would ever buy that piece of slop. After a long day in the Everglades, we headed all the way back to Miami. We made our way to Miami Beach, checked into our hotel, and the first thing we did was check out the ocean. There you go. Emmett got a little bit more swim time at the pool. We did the easy thing and had dinner right at the hotel before we hit the streets. What do you think, man? You ready? Yeah. We hit the streets, checking out the nightlife, checking out the architecture, checking out these gorgeous neon-lit hotels. We saw spring breakers, we saw dancing, we saw partiers, and we saw a bunch of breathtaking stuff as well. It was a great way to end the night. So we're hanging on the beach Wednesday morning. Emmett's getting some ocean time. Oscar is in the room by himself. Katie and I are trying to figure out how to get a chair. Apparently we paid for chairs, but there's no chairs out here. The lack of chairs did not bother Emmett. He had a blast playing on the beach. We hit the hotel pool for a little while, and then it was time to get back on the road to get back to Orlando. Driving in Miami. Traffic in Miami. All right, I missed the shopping experience because I was driving in circles because there's no place to park within a mile.
Mom got a sticker for the car, and I decided to be a nice mom and buy them each a souvenir shirt.
The toll roads are right in the middle of the regular roads. We got our Unipass right there that I brought with us, so we can just drive in the toll lanes. They'll send me a bill later, but we're passing up some of the other traffic.
Wow! Since we've left Miami, let's talk about highlights, lowlights of the visit. Oscar?
The highlight was swimming, and my lowlight was the drive last night.
Highlight, swimming in the pool, and lowlight, the drive on. It was too long.
I'd say my highlight was eating dinner at the hotel last night.
Because?
Everybody was just settled. We all got a reasonable bill of food, and the low light was getting on the beach and having them close the beach service earlier than we were expecting.
The place was right on the ocean, which was awesome. Low light was waking up to a laser-pointed, sun-focused, majestic spray of light right on my face. It's about 6 a.m. Since tomorrow we're going to Universal Studios, we decided to stay at one of the official Universal properties. That meant this cool surf-themed hotel. Dockside Resort. All right, let's take a look. This place was set up for families. There was a giant food court, they had a game room, and the pool was phenomenal. Emmett and I spent most of the afternoon just exploring the grounds. What are you picking out? The fountain drinks at the resort have a 1-hour all-you-can-drink policy. So there's a chip in every paper cup that activates the first time you use it. There's also a timer, so you have to wait between refills. Is that weird? Wow! Here we are, living up at the pool. What do you think? We spent a lot of time in the gift shop checking out all the Harry Potter themed items. You got steins, jerseys, animals, and here we can open Voldemort's lockbox. And check this out, separate room. Mom and Dad get their own bedroom tonight. Anyway, what do you think? Anything interesting about this room? What do you like about this room?
I like the window.
We went with the chicken dinner combo here. Chicken and waffles, nothing special, but it's getting the job done. Luckiest guy in town. I'm gonna leave the resort and go grocery shopping. Why? Because I'm tired of paying $100 every single meal every time we eat. So we got a microwave in our fridge. We're gonna make this happen tomorrow morning. I really like the theming. This is crazy. Like the whole Surfside Dockside thing is everywhere. Like, check this out. Even the plank flooring, looks like the dock boards. It's cool. What is going on here? Can I fill you in? Yeah, you're making a mess. And what the heck, how about a little bit more swim time before bedtime?
Best hotel.
Best hotel, I'll take it. Thursday, we're up and moving. Today's the big day. It's Emmett's 13th birthday. We're celebrating the day by going to Universal's Islands of Adventure theme park. The biggest perk of staying at a Universal resort is the free tram ride over to the park, and you get in 1 hour early. First stop was the Harry Potter Wizard area. The theming in this place was phenomenal. You didn't even notice it took an hour to wait in line for the motorcycle ride, which, by the way, wonderful coaster. Most of the rides and coasters had speakers built right into the train cars, so as you're flying along, you can hear the narrative, and you can hear music, and you can hear all the other sound effects right up close. How about that?
It's the scariest ride I've ever been on.
It's good.
I was not expecting any of it.
And inside this tower is the Harry Potter Forbidden Journey ride. A short line took us into the castle where we got to check out this 4D experience. Everybody sits on a magical bench as you go flying around Hogwarts. You're on your broom, ripping through a Quidditch match. going down into the caves where there's monsters and goblins, and it's a really cool adventure, really good ride.
I thought it was really cool.
That was cool.
Next up, Jurassic Park. This section of the park is known for the Velocicoaster, and we were not going to miss it. More top-notch theming right here on display.
Raptors. The name
Velocicoaster launches fast. You go up and down and weaving throughout what looks like the dinosaur pen. There's loops and dips and dives, and this signature top hat piece, which you go over really fast. Before it ends, there's a wicked corkscrew right across the lagoon.
How was it? Good.
It was pretty amazing.
I really like the over the top. Like you're coming over fast.
Sounds fun.
Next stop, Superhero Island. There was a Spider-Man ride that put you in a little news car. You got to watch Spider-Man fight villains in a 4D experience with explosions and fire and even misty rain falling on you.
How was that, man?
Yes, thank you for your guide.
Well done.
I'm not sure if I liked it or that I didn't, or that it's uncomfortable that they sprayed us with this.
It was barely any spray.
Another great ride in the comic book area was the Dr. Doom's Fearfall. You work your way through Dr. Doom's secret laboratory, then they finally strap you into a seat and shoot you 150 feet into the sky.
Happy birthday, Emmett. Do you feel 13?
No.
Oh, look at that.
We had lunch at Mythos, sort of a mythology-themed restaurant. The food was okay, but the best part was we had reservations, which means we got to sit down, get out of the heat, and enjoy some AC for a little while.
All right, Mike went with the Lamburger, cheeseburger. What do you got there, babe?
Ravioli.
How is it?
The Dr. Seuss portion was kind of a kiddie area. I really wish we could have spent some more time there, but our boys wanted big rides. Next up was the Hulk roller coaster. The theming here was fantastic. It was like a science experiment. You're shot out of a gamma ray laser and whipped through the sky, whipped through the ground, and a little bit of a rattler. Needless to say, we did not hit this one twice. A lot of fun, good coaster credit, but not my favorite. Next up, the Skull Island King Kong ride.
Oscar, don't turn around.
We all loaded into a tram to explore the jungle, when all of a sudden we get attacked by a dinosaur. But don't worry, King Kong is there, he fights the dinosaur, and we all get away safely. We made our way back to the old Harry Potter enchanted village to try butterbeer. This legendary drink is famous from the Harry Potter books, and we had to try one.
It's so good.
Well done. What do you think it tastes like? Root beer.
Cream soda.
Butterscotch flavored cream soda?
Yep.
Exactly this.
All right, the last ride of the night, Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls.
What are you hoping for?
I don't know.
We're gonna get soaked. Look at how funny this is. Like, this is all cattywampus and all silly. Because it's a cartoon and everything would be drawn all silly.
It's a log flume ride, and it's just like an episode of Dudley Do-Right. There's some backstory. Snidely Whiplash steals the girl. Characters tied to the train tracks. There's rockets going off. During the course of this ride, there's 3 smaller drops, a bunch of waterfalls, plenty of places to get wet, and then it ends with the big finish.
That is not pleasant.
You wanted to get wet. You're like, hey, let's do this at the end of the day. Actually,
Get this wet.
it was a water ride. What did you expect?
Most water rides are just like a tiny bit of wet. That was spraying us with water at the top.
Yeah, I know. How about that? All right, Emmer, what do you think? Final thoughts?
Good. One of the best ones.
Oscar, you got any final thoughts for the day?
No.
I liked that we got to try some new roller coasters. Everybody did a good job keeping it together, and it was a win.
What's our mileage count for the day?
I had
10 miles. Walk today. Good job, team. Well done.
Hey, Katie,
Yeah.
if you had to pick one day to have everybody woke up with dermatitis, which day would it be?
This would be the one. What's Why can I not say an S right now?
Maybe your tongue's swollen. Your skin is red and swollen. Mike's having some irritation on his arms and face. Katie's having this wonderful neck kind of thing going on. Oscar looks normal, so hooray. Everybody else got weird skin things overnight. Bar, what is that? What is in there? Is it butter and syrup? Why does it look green?
We're gonna pack up and then we're gonna drive over to Kennedy Space Center and check that out for the afternoon.
I kind of feel bad for trashing our Malibu for 5 days in a row. I don't mean making a mess, I mean like just talking smack about it, but for real. It doesn't drive well, it's uncomfortable. Passengers can't see out of the back window because they're so low. I'm sure a lot of engineers and designers went into putting this thing together. A lot of manufacturers worked hard to make this thing possible, but my goodness. Have they never seen a Honda? Have they never sat in a Camry and decided that I want to reach for my beverage, not going around the gear shifter? Peace out, boo. I can't call you boo, that sounds too cute. Peace out, wagon.
Friday morning, we're going to the Kennedy Space Center.
We thought it was interesting because of the shuttle program, and our parents thought it was interesting because of the Apollo missions. Did the kids care about space?
Probably not.
Kids, do you care about space?
What?
She said, don't stop, just take pictures and keep moving.
Our fearless leader in action.
5 hours, don't stop walking.
We hopped on a shuttle bus, which took us out through the swamp to check out the vehicle assembly building. The bus led out at the Apollo exhibit. The heart of this exhibit was the Saturn V rocket, 363 feet long, 33 feet wide. This thing was amazing. The Apollo missions from the 60s and 70s were known for launching the first men into space, experiments in low Earth orbit, and of course landing on the moon. Plenty of their equipment was on display to check out. Uniforms they wore, the lunar rover. We even got a chance to touch a moon rock. Outside of the Saturn V building was a grassy area that overlooked the ocean, and from there you can see all the other launch pads up and down the coast. Pretty neat.
All right, what do you got, buddy?
Freeze-dried ice cream sandwich.
Oh, yeah. How is it?
I don't know the thing.
Next up was the Atlantis exhibit. This was my space program. This was the 80s shuttle program. The exhibit started with a small history lesson in the program, which kind of looked like an episode of Mad Men. After the movie, they lead you into this oblong projection style room where they show you a simulated launch of the Atlantis. They show you actual video archive from images from the Atlantis and on the Atlantis. It's a great way to see the history of the shuttle. When the video ends, you're face to face with the Atlantis space shuttle. The thing is huge. It's fun. Holy crap, that's really it. When the screen comes up, the jaws dropped. That is it. That is a real live space shuttle in your presence. You can see the details up close. You can see the air vents. You can see the wings. You can see the glass. You can see every single tile on that thing. It was truly breathtaking. After finishing up at the shuttle exhibit, there was a little time for some flight simulator training. The last stop was the Gateway exhibit, where they take a look at the future of space travel.
And now we watch all the Midwest people leave Florida, leaving their money behind, taking only sunburns home. What's the best way to end the video?
Like we fly home and then we say hi to the dog.